Remember that time they caught those bank robbers because one of them used a stolen credit card to buy a getaway car on eBay? Classic FBI. Humorous commentator, media, FBI agents portrayed as Sherlock Holmes law enforcement officers in FBI attire. They're like the Sherlock Holmes of the law enforcement world, except instead of a deerstalker hat, they have those little FBI hats. Founded in 1947, their job is to gather intelligence overseas and keep America safe from foreign threats. Think espionage, covert operations, and maybe the occasional exploding pen. Humorous commentator. They're like that friend who always knows what's going on, but they refuse to tell you how they know. Sources, they'll say mysteriously, before disappearing in a puff of smoke and secrecy. CIA operative. The CIA is all about secrets. They operate in the shadows, using code names, disguises, and probably a lot of hair dye. They're like the ninjas of the intelligence world. If you actually know what they're up to, they're probably doing it wrong. They protect India's interests abroad, gathering intelligence and conducting covert operations. Humorous commentator RAW is the quiet one in the group. They're like that friend who never talks about themselves, but you just know they have the most interesting stories. RAW officer. They're shrouded in secrecy and their operations are rarely discussed in public. Humorous commentator. Think of them as the ninjas of the intelligence world, but with better curry. Narrator RAW has made significant strides in technological advancements, utilizing cutting-edge surveillance technology and satellite imagery to monitor threats. Their successful counter-terrorism operations have thwarted numerous threats, ensuring the safety of millions. RAW's diplomatic intelligence gathering and international collaborations have strengthened India's global standing. One of their notable achievements includes Operation Smiling Buddha, India's first successful nuclear test in 1974. Another significant mission was Operation Cactus in 1988, where RAW played a crucial role in thwarting a coup in the Maldives. In recent years, RAW has also excelled in cyber intelligence, protecting the nation from digital threats. Through their relentless efforts, RAW continues to be a silent guardian, ensuring India's security and sovereignty. You see, the FBI is like that friend who's really good at keeping things tidy in their own house. They meticulously organize files, clean up crime scenes, and ensure that everything within their jurisdiction is in order. Their primary focus is on maintaining law and order within the United States, ensuring that citizens feel safe and secure in their daily lives. They're primarily focused on domestic issues like catching criminals and preventing terrorism within the United States. From surveilling suspects in bustling city streets to conducting high-stakes raids on criminal hideouts, the FBI is always on the move, working tirelessly to uphold justice and protect the homeland. Expert analyst, the CIA, on the other hand, is like that friend who's always jet-setting around the globe. They're the ones who are constantly on the lookout for international threats, gathering intelligence from every corner of the world. Whether it's walking through crowded airport terminals or monitoring high-tech surveillance screens, the CIA is always one step ahead, ensuring that America's interests are safeguarded on a global scale. They operate internationally, gathering intelligence and conducting covert operations to protect America's interests abroad. Their work often involves exchanging crucial information with foreign contacts and executing covert missions in hostile territories. The CIA's reach is vast, and their operations are critical in maintaining global stability and security. They're not allowed to operate within the US, which is probably for the best. This separation ensures that their focus remains on international threats, leaving domestic issues to the FBI. By briefing local authorities in foreign countries and apprehending spies in foreign cities, the CIA plays a pivotal role in the global intelligence community. We've all seen what happens in spy movies, the high-stakes negotiations, the secret exchanges in dimly lit alleyways, and the constant danger that comes with the territory. While these scenes may be dramatized, they do capture the essence of the covert world in which the CIA operates. RAW, much like the CIA, sticks to matters outside their own borders. They are India's premier intelligence agency, focusing on external threats and ensuring the nation's security from foreign adversaries. From monitoring border checkpoints to conducting reconnaissance missions in neighbouring countries, RAW is always vigilant. They're focused on protecting India's interests from external threats, keeping an eye on things in South Asia and beyond. By analysing satellite images of conflict zones and intercepting communications from foreign adversaries, RAW ensures that India remains prepared for any potential threats. Expert, analyst. Think of them as the guardians of the subcontinent, working tirelessly to keep things safe and secure. Their collaboration with international partners on joint operations further strengthens their ability to protect the region. RAW's dedication to safeguarding India's interests makes them an indispensable part of the global intelligence network. RAW's global reach and strategic importance cannot be overstated. They play a crucial role in international intelligence, often collaborating with other global agencies to share vital information and coordinate efforts. Their key successes, such as thwarting major international threats and contributing to global security initiatives, highlight the significant impact of their work. By working closely with their counterparts around the world, RAW ensures that global security is maintained and that India's interests are protected on the international stage. Section 5. The G-Men and their gadgets, FBI tools of the trade.
The FBI has some pretty cool toys at their disposal. We've got cutting-edge surveillance technology, sophisticated computer systems, and enough firepower to make Bruce Willis jealous.
Think fingerprint analysis, DNA testing, and those fancy vans with the satellite dishes on top.
We also have a team of highly trained special agents who are experts in everything from hostage negotiation to bomb disposal.
They're like the Avengers of law enforcement, except instead of saving the world from aliens, they're saving it from bank robbers and white-collar criminals. Section 6. The CIA's bag of tricks. From spy satellites to invisible ink, probably.
The CIA, being the secretive bunch that we are, doesn't exactly publish an annual report of our gadgets. But you can assume we've got some pretty impressive toys in our arsenal.
Think spy satellites, listening devices, and maybe even those exploding pens from the movies. We can only hope.
We're rumored to have all sorts of cutting-edge technology at our fingertips, from facial recognition software to drones that can launch missiles from the sky.
And let's not forget about those legendary mind control techniques. Just kidding, probably.
Section 7. RAW's Arsenal, a touch of mystery. RAW, true to their name, keeps their cards close to their chest when it comes to their methods. They're like the silent assassin of the intelligence world, operating in the shadows with a discreet efficiency that would make even James Bond jealous. Do they have state-of-the-art surveillance technology? You bet. Do they employ a network of informants and agents across the globe? Most definitely. Do they have a secret underground lair filled with high-tech gadgets and a shark tank? Well, we can only speculate, but it's always fun to imagine, right?
Section 8. Famous wins and epic fails. Let's start with RAW, India's external intelligence agency. Known for its strategic insights and timely actions, RAW has played a pivotal role in shaping regional geopolitics. Their involvement in the creation of Bangladesh and intelligence gathering during the Kargil War are just a few examples of their significant operations. In the world of espionage, the line between success and failure is often razor-thin. Intelligence agencies around the globe have experienced both spectacular victories and monumental failures that have shaped their legacies. Every spy agency has its share of triumphs and disasters. These moments define their history and influence their future operations. From covert missions that changed the course of history to blunders that exposed vulnerabilities, the stories are as varied as they are compelling. The FBI, for example, is credited with bringing down Al Capone, busting the Watergate scandal, and catching countless criminals. Their relentless pursuit of justice has led to some of the most high-profile arrests and investigations in history, showcasing their ability to tackle organized crime and corruption at the highest levels. But they've also had their fair share of blunders, like the time they accidentally revealed the identities of undercover agents to a foreign government. Such mistakes have not only jeopardized lives, but also strained international relations and undermined the agency's credibility.
Oops. Even the best can slip up sometimes, and these errors serve as stark reminders of the high stakes involved in intelligence work.
The CIA has orchestrated some of the most daring operations in history, like the overthrow of the Iranian government in 1953 and the capture of Osama bin Laden. These missions have cemented their reputation as a formidable force in global intelligence. However, they've also been involved in some controversial missions, like the Bay of Pigs invasion and the Iran-Contra affair, which have sparked debates about the ethical boundaries of their operations. RAW has a long list of successes, including their role in the creation of Bangladesh and their intelligence gathering during the Kargil War. Their strategic insights and timely actions have been pivotal in shaping regional geopolitics. But they've also faced criticism for alleged human rights violations and their involvement in domestic politics, raising questions about the balance between national security and ethical conduct.
Hey, nobody's perfect. In the shadowy world of espionage, perfection is an elusive goal. Each success and failure teaches valuable lessons, pushing agencies to evolve and adapt in an ever-changing landscape.
Section 9. They're all on the same side, right? While these agencies might have different bosses, mandates and dress codes, they all share a common goal: protecting their respective countries from harm. Despite their unique methods and operational styles, they are united by a singular mission. They might operate in different ways, but they're all part of the same fight against terrorism, crime and international instability. Each agency brings its own strengths and expertise to the table, creating a formidable force when they work together. Think of them as siblings. They might fight and bicker amongst themselves, each trying to prove their superiority or protect their turf. But when push comes to shove, they put aside their differences. They've got each other's backs, especially in high-stakes situations where lives are on the line. They even cooperate with each other sometimes, sharing intelligence and resources to tackle common threats. This collaboration is crucial, especially in a world where threats are increasingly global and interconnected. Sharing intelligence and pooling resources can make the difference between success and failure. After all, a win for one agency is a win for global security. Their combined efforts ensure a safer world for everyone.
Unless, of course, it involves stealing each other's top agents or taking credit for each other's operations. The rivalry can sometimes get in the way, but at the end of the day, they know they need each other to succeed. We're looking at you, CIA. The friendly competition keeps them sharp, but cooperation is what truly makes them effective.
Section 10. So who wins the spy games? So who's the best of the best? Who wins the coveted Golden Fingerprint Award for excellence in espionage? The truth is, there's no easy answer. It's like comparing apples, oranges, and, well, really spicy curries. Each agency excels in its own way, and they all play a vital role in keeping the world safe-ish. The FBI are the masters of domestic investigation, the CIA are the kings of covert operations, and RAW are the silent guardians of India's security. They might have different styles, but they all contribute to the global fight against evil.
Or at least that's what they want you to think, just kidding.
Or are we?
But one thing is certain. RAW stands tall among the world's top intelligence agencies. Their significant contributions to both national and international security are unparalleled, showcasing their prowess and capabilities on the global stage.